Have you ever wondered, what do aliens look like? I mean, assuming aliens exist, and they probably do since it's unlikely that we are alone in this humongous universe, do they really look like us? Or are they very different? The history of aliens in movies and television usually show aliens as humanoid, meaning 2 legs, 2 arms, a head, with eyes and ears, basically kind of like us. This is mostly because it made the storytelling easier, since most of them magically spoke English too. Also, special effects to create a convincing, non-humanoid alien are expensive and complicated. So most aliens in our movies and TV appear as human beings. Even evil aliens such as Ming the Merciless in Flash Gordon look like us, just uglier since we all know bad guys have to be ugly. In 1951, The Man from Planet X shows the alien is very crepey looking, almost like papier-mâché, which is probably what it was. But there were limits to makeup and costumes back then. This movie had the now familiar plot of aliens from a dying planet coming to Earth needing a new place to live and, sorry humans, you have to go. In the film, The Day the Earth Stood Still, the alien looked very much like a human. And he came from an interplanetary organization that gives Earth a choice. Join us and live in peace, or we will wipe you out, you uncivilized barbarians.
But if you threaten to extend your violence, this Earth of yours will be reduced to a burned-out cinder.
In 1953, we saw the H.G. Wells story War of the Worlds hit the movie theaters. This was one of the take-no-prisoners version of evil aliens. They come only with one goal, to wipe us out. Fortunately, the aliens had no immunity to our germs, and all of them caught a cold and died. Or something like that. Martians have been one of our favorite aliens over the years, especially if they look exactly like us, but have metal antennas coming out of their head. But TV's Uncle Martin, as this Martian was known, was just an anthropologist from Mars hoping to fix his broken spaceship and return home. One of the most famous aliens of all time is Mr. Spock. He's a great example of another humanoid alien who pretty much looks like us on the outside, although his organs were rearranged on the inside, according to Dr. McCoy. Star Trek introduced us to a bunch of aliens of many types. This one, called the Gorn, was one of my favorites. In 1977, Close Encounters of the Third Kind tried to show what it would be like if an intelligent society from another world contacted us. The plot includes UFO sightings, alien abductions, along with specific people that are drawn to the place where a spaceship would land. Communication with the aliens is limited to a 5-tone musical phrase in a pentatonic scale. One of the Earthmen is lucky enough to be chosen by the aliens to board their ship and return to their world. Let's just hope they didn't have a cookbook. 1979's movie Alien had a seriously mean and ugly alien that pretty much killed almost all of the humans on a spaceship. This alien also laid eggs and sometimes incubated them inside a human being. If you haven't seen one of these aliens burst from a host human body, you have really missed something.
Oh, God!
And then there is everyone's favorite underdog alien, E.T. Poor guy gets stuck on Earth, and the only friends he has is a couple of little kids. Who can forget the flying bicycle scene and the infamous request from this little alien, E.T. phone home? Then there was the movie Predator, where a team of commandos on a mission in a Central American jungle find themselves hunted by a warrior from outer space. This alien has a cloaking device to hide from his prey and also uses thermal-seeking technology to kill off the commandos one by one. Of course, the last commando, Arnold Schwarzenegger, manages to kill the alien, but not before the creature triggers an explosion that almost kills poor Arnold. In 1989, the movie The Abyss takes place almost entirely during a deep-sea dive. After the sub is disabled, there is a desperate attempt at survival in which a man goes on a one-way trip to the bottom to try and free the vessel. He is saved by an alien that ultimately raises the entire sub to the surface in an act of charity. That alien kind of looked like a glowing octopus, which makes sense since there is a lot of weird glowing stuff way down deep in the ocean. And then there were Starship Troopers in 1997. I think that movie played on our innate revulsion for cockroaches. Then, in 2009, the blockbuster film Avatar brought back humanoid-type aliens that were from the planet Pandora. The plot was pretty much that bad Earth people were trying to take advantage of peaceful aliens with an interspecies love story thrown in for good measure. The film Arrival in 2016 is one of the few attempts to represent intelligent aliens that are very different from humans. And it portrayed a perhaps more realistic version of the frustrating process of trying to communicate with alien beings that are nothing like us. So this was a very brief overview of how we have shown alien beings in movies and television over the past 90 years or so. Of course, there are many others that we didn't mention in this video. Which aliens were your favorites? Please leave us a comment and let us know.